Hey guys, ECRG here, and today we're going to talk about the importance of personal travel in clinical research and your job. Hey guys, ECRG here, and today I really want to focus on the importance of personal travel to clinical research, your overall job, to just your overall demeanor in the work life. Now, travel has gotten a bad rap recently. Taking time off has always gotten a bad rap because here in America, they really focus on wanting to work you as hard as possible and not really realizing the benefits of taking time off, how it can change your perspective on life in general, and how it can change the perspective on your job in general. Now, basically, travel is vitally important, and I recently took a trip out of the country to a country that is vastly different than the one I currently live in, which is America. And I think it's just amazingly important that people need to travel. I think companies need to promote this, that people need to travel to places, whether it's other states, definitely other countries, because there are just so many benefits of this, and it's going to help the company make more money. It's going to help the departments perform better. It's going to help patients get better service. Everything's going to be improved if people just traveled a little bit further from their normal domain, if they put themselves out of their comfort zone. I remember going to college with people that literally never wanted to go outside the state. They've never been outside of the state before, and they never said they had any interest in going outside of the state. Now, if you ask me, that's just pathetic. And that's how you get some of these crazy views, these crazy ideas from people, and it just shows they have no knowledge, no empathy about other people. And that's what life is really about, is building relationships and serving other people. So I think travel is a great way to have that be important, and a great way to increase people's awareness in general. So the first thing about travel and taking time off is it opens your mind and allows you to taste and interact with different cultures. And this is important because obviously in the workplace you're going to be dealing with people from all over the country, dealing with people from all different backgrounds and walks of life. And now this is truly important in the clinical research environment, because you're going to be working on global teams most often. You're going to be working with people from Amsterdam, from Hungary, from the UK. These people didn't grow up like you. They didn't grow up in a situation like you. You know, they may have grown up in completely different situations, and their world perspective and their views on life is going to be completely different. Now, if you've never come into contact with someone who's grown up completely different than you, then that can be a shock at first, but not one that you can't eventually get over and learn to adapt to. But travel just going to open up your mind to that and have empathy for the way someone lives their life and the way they approach problems and solves problems. So I think that's one of the most important things about travel. Now, I recently went to a communist country, Cuba, and it's just amazing how that opened up my mind so much. And now I'm fairly well traveled, having been to a few countries. I've been to parts of Europe. I've been to a lot of places in the Caribbean. I've been to one place in Central America, Costa Rica. So I've been around the world a little bit. Would like to do a lot more, obviously, because there's so many other countries to visit. But man, just having gone, that was my first time in a communist country. And, you know, this is a place where they can't even sell their house. Like literally, they can't sell their house. How it works down there is if you sell your house, the government will give you another house to live in. So there's nothing about prices or anything like that, having to sell your house, or like how much it's going to sell for. No, if you want to get rid of it, it's basically an exchange. You're going to exchange your house for another house. So that's crazy in and of itself. I mean, these are people that don't make much money, but they're very happy, which was interesting. You know, so it sometimes travel really brings the basics out of you, like what makes you in your life happy. You know, they don't have a lot of the freedoms that we have in the Western world, in the USA, but man, those people are happy with what they do have, and that's amazing. So that's the first thing about travel, is definitely opens your mind, allows you to taste different things, and helps you better interact with people on that level. Now, the second thing that travel does is it allows you to appreciate the opportunities you do have, appreciates the people you work with, the employees, the coworkers, the managers, the executives, everybody. It allows you to appreciate what you do have. And that's important for obvious reasons. You don't want to be unappreciative, because that's going to come off in your work. You're not going to be, working at your best. You're going to be taking things for granted, and we don't really want that. So travel is definitely going to open up your eyes to that. Really understand how people live, how people work, what makes them tick. And you'll see, like, hey, I'm complaining about this and that, but I really don't have it that bad. Think about how bad they have it over there. Like I said, having just come back from Cuba, these people don't make much money. The government takes everything. Like, you can barely even own a business over there. And the government's going to take a lot of it out. A lot of the money you make out of it. So, just being able to appreciate what you have, in America, the government not taking out so much, you have the ability to make more money and have more freedom. These people can't get visas to go to other countries. They can't even travel. A lot of these people have never been outside the country, and just having that opportunity in the Western world to do that is amazing in that and of itself. So travel just allows you to be appreciative and really humble yourself with the opportunities that you have, and really understand that the world is your oyster if you live in the Western world or even the Eastern world. So that's amazing. The third thing that travel really does is puts your life in perspective. It allows you to really focus on the things that truly matter, like what really matters to you and yourself. What really makes your day go by quicker? What really makes you enjoy your day? What really gives your life meaning? What do you really want to be doing with your day? We only have but so much time on this earth, and you really want to spend it doing what you want to do. You don't want to be doing a lot of things that you don't want to do. So travel just opens up your mind to the possibilities that you have in the world, opportunities that you have, allows you to think about things differently, etc., etc. So travel is vastly, vastly important, and it's just amazing all the things that can come to you while you're traveling, while your mind is free, while you're talking to these people, while you're interacting with these people, tasting their food, tasting their culture, and really vibing with these people. There's so many benefits that come from this. And, it just allows you to better interact with people. You can be, in your job, you're going to be working with different people from all over the country, like we said earlier, all over the world, different backgrounds, different languages. So a lot of these people grew up with not even English as their first language. So you're going to be talking to people who understand what you're saying differently because they're coming at it from a second language perspective. So, even though people know English, they're not going to understand the phrases and the nuances of the words you say all the time, because some things mean different things to different people. So it's just going to allow you to better interact with people and understand where they're coming from, and really build deeper relationships and understand how important relationships are. I've talked a lot about on this channel, the importance of relationships and how that's vital. We've talked about the importance of networking, which is ultimately relationships. We've talked about the importance of managing relationships with your boss, your coworkers, etc. And, those are common threads throughout this channel. And so it only makes sense that travel would help better those relationships, better your interaction with your teams, and ultimately improve the workflow of the organization and the workflow of your daily life. So it's all about relationships, and that's vastly important. That's the human connection. That's what makes us human, is the way we value those relationships and the importance of them. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's the importance of travel in your personal life. Now, there's a lot of travel that goes on in the business life, and you can get a lot of these same things from it too. But most of the time when you're traveling for business, it's business. There's not much personal time involved there. You may have a little bit here and there. You may catch up with a friend here or there in business travel. So I actually have a business trip coming up, so I'll probably do a video on that as well. That's a side note. But personal travel is usually way different than business travel, and it allows you to explore more, do more, really build relationships with people on a more personal level, not such a professional level. But that's another skill that you have to develop. And really the personal travel is what's really going to open up your mind and allow you to taste culture and interact with different people and just see what it's all about. Build these relationships, learn how to build these relationships. And that's just one of the vital parts of personal travel. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit it with a like. Go ahead and share this video with anybody you know who would love to hear this video, this message. Also, hit the subscribe button down below. You can become part of the notification squad by hitting the bell, so you'll know anytime we release a video, and you can be the first person to comment. Don't forget to comment. Also, email us at eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com. Love hearing your guys' feedback, so you can email us there. If you want to do an interview for the show or the podcast, maybe you're in clinical research or just have a really interesting story with research, or you're in pharma, just want to connect, would love that. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Go ahead, please leave a comment. All right, take care.